Let me introduce you to the presenter today. His name is Ankush Sharma. He is the co-founder of TechBuddy. He is passed out from IIT Roorkee in 2009. So I'll give the voice controls to Mr. Ankush Sharma now.
Hello everyone. So are you able to listen to me? एक बार अपने chat window में confirm कर दो that my voice is clear to you. Yeah. So we'll start with today's webinar. And in this webinar, we will keep the question and answer round at the end, because you will have questions and it will interrupt everybody's flow. So we will keep the question and answer round at the end, right? But I understand the questions, they come into your mind whenever you see something. So you can write down the question in the chat, and Vipul will ensure that at the end of the webinar, when we will be the end, he will show you he will ask the question again and I will answer the question one by one. Okay, so I guess that's simple. So let's start with the webinar. So you are able to see the warning, right?
So now I'll show you some images, and you have some time, analyze them, and then we'll discuss them. Okay, now so next we start with the first image. Okay, now you see the next image. See it carefully. So what did you understand from the image? Like I showed you this image where I have written that some IITian has committed suicide. Do you know him? The question is, why I've written do you know him? Because it's a common happening, that is going on. बहुत लोग आजकल suicide commit कर रहे हैं. Not only IITians, even also people from different colleges are committing suicide, right? Now this image which I'm showing you here is how the process starts in a way. जैसे तुम देख रहे हो कि फर्स्ट एक बंदा है, he joined a new job, he is very happy and really working and really enjoying, ठीक है, और उसका आउटपुट भी बहुत अच्छा आ रहा है, and then slowly some time passes, he realizes there is some problem, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. Then थोड़ा और टाइम पास हुआ, then उसका आउटपुट डिक्रीज होना शुरू हुआ. जो बंदा उसे पहले कहा था you are doing a great job, now the same guy is saying कि यार you suck at your job, I mean you are not doing a good job. And then slowly and slowly you get more frustrated. You do not know why I'm working here, क्यों कर रहा हूँ मैं, क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं, and you want to switch your job, right?
So हुआ क्या था? Why this is happening? क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है? If you remember, जो मैंने जैसे तुम्हें शुरू में स्लाइड दिखाई थी, this IIT committed suicide. Think of the situation. The person who cleared the IIT JEE, obviously he must have put some great efforts and a willingness to join the IIT. But at the end of the day, he committed suicide or she committed suicide, right? So what was the reason? Initially he was so excited to join the IIT, and then after joining IIT, some say things have changed. You cannot just blame it on, जैसे हमने देखा रैगिंग पे blame कर देते हैं या इन सब चीजों पे blame कर देते हैं. It cannot be that only. There must be something else. यार ये सब हो क्या रहा है? Why people are pissed off with their work at the end of the day? Why they feel कि I'm not having that energy into me while I'm working, right? So why it is happening? Now, obviously, the webinar topic is about passion, so you must be thinking, क्या is passion से related होगा? But now let's understand how these things started getting into us. So when you were just a small kid, जब हम बच्चे थे, so as it is written there, you were institutionalized. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? इसका मतलब होता है कि तुम्हें बचपन से कुछ चीजें करने का एक तरीका बता दिया गया था, that you have to do these things this way only, right? कि तुम्हें इस चीज को ऐसे ही करना है, तो you have to start doing, जो तुम कर रहे हो उसको तुम्हें अच्छा लगना चाहिए, तुम्हें start loving what you are doing. So this what started gradually developing in our mind from the childhood days only, है ना? तो जब हम बचपन में थे तो हमें कहा गया था कि जो वर्क है वो वर्क है, एंड जो तुम खेलते हो या कुछ लेट्स से यू आर प्लेइंग, हम क्रिकेट खेला करते थे, स्पोर्ट्स खेलते थे कोई ना कोई, या फिर अलग तरह की एक्टिविटी करते थे, दैट इज नॉट वर्क. सो वी आर टोल्ड फ्रॉम द वेरी चाइल्डहुड दैट जो तुम्हें पसंद नहीं है दैट इज वर्क, एंड जो तुम खेलना कूदना होता है वो वर्क नहीं है, उससे यू डू नॉट मेक मनी और यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू मेक समथिंग आउट ऑफ इट। वो खाली थोड़े टाइम के लिए है, करो खुश रहो, बट काम तो अलग होता है, राइट? सो फ्रॉम द वेरी चाइल्डहुड वी आर टोल्ड कि वर्क इज नॉट फन, it is not play, it's just work and you have to work on. But out of all those people, there were some people who didn't accept this fact. There are some people जिनके घर वालों ने ये नहीं बोला कि भैया जो तुम कर रहे हो that is work, यानी जो तुम्हें करना पड़ रहा है जबरदस्ती that is work. Some people were there जिनके parents ने they said कि you can do what you want. Maybe people like Sachin Tendulkar, you remember, so he started playing at very early age. Obviously, if you remember, most people do not get encouraged from their parents at an early age that you should play cricket and take it as a professional career. But he was one of the people whose parents supported him in some way or the other, right? Like इस image में भी तुम देखो, इस बंदे ने अपना बता रखा है कि इसकी his mother always motivated him कि what he wants to do he should do, what he feels happy in that he should do. So they questioned the authority, they didn't accept कि स्कूल में जो है वही करना है, जो भैया पढ़ना है वही वर्क है, playing is not work or doing other extracurricular is not work. इनके जैसे मैंने कहा, उनके फादर ने उन्हें बोला कि जो तुम करना चाहते हो you can do whatever you want to be when you grow up as long as you enjoy it, right? So as we know, मतलब बहुत लोगों के साथ होता है, I'm not sure तुम्हारे साथ भी ऐसा इंसिडेंस हुआ होगा कि we are told कि तुम्हें इंजीनियर बनना है बचपन से, you should aim for engineering, और girls should aim for being a doctor, तुम्हें डॉक्टर बनना चाहिए, बचपन से ऐसा होता है। You are told कि तुम्हें ये करना चाहिए because it is a successful career, इसी में तुम अच्छा करियर बना सकते हो, राइट? ऐसा बहुत कम हुआ कि वी वर टोल्ड कि नहीं तुम अपने कोई वो बन जाना, जैसे स्पोर्ट्स ऑफिस में चले जाना, कोई क्रिकेट खेल लेना बड़े होके, या कोई फुटबॉल खेल लेना बड़े होके, या फिर कोई पेंटिंग करना बड़े होके। वी वर नेवर आवर पेरेंट्स, जनरली पेरेंट्स डू नॉट सपोर्ट दीस काइंड ऑफ करियर्स, राइट? इट्स नॉट बिकॉज इट्स देयर फॉल्ट, we'll come to this why it happens, but yeah, some people are there who support from their childhood कि बच्चों को जो करना चाहिए, जो करना चाहते हैं वही करना चाहिए, right? So when your parents are supporting you कि you want to do whatever you want, what you love, do that, जो तुम करना चाहते हो do it. So those people, they left us when and they took a giant leap, meaning they took a step forward and they become different from us. Right? If you see, Sachin was able to pursue his career at the age of 16. Not even at उससे भी छोटे में, at the age of 16 he became an international cricketer. Right? So obviously he took a giant leap from us. I mean, he was different from the normal people. So this is, it is just a leap of learning towards their dream that they took. यानी जो वो करना चाहते थे बचपन से, वो उन्होंने सोचा और सपोर्ट मिली उन्हें, and they did it. So that's what it made it. मतलब उनको, that's why they became different from us or from the common masses. Now the question arises, like obviously our childhood has passed, right? Now what we should do? We cannot go back to our childhood and time तो वापस जाता नहीं है, पास में ट्रेवल हो नहीं सकते, तो हम क्या करें? हमारे पास, do we have any options or we are lost? I mean, we do not have any option whatsoever. So what we should do is a question that arises now. Yes, we do have an option, right? What option is that? Jihad. Jihad समझते हो? यानी like वहां पे भी हुआ था रेवोल्यूशन, यानी तुम निकल पड़ो अपने वो लेके कि भैया हम तो वो करना चाहते हैं तो करना चाहते हैं, और अब हम आपकी बात नहीं सुनेंगे. Do you think that is the option? Yes, that is the option, but it's not jihad against people. It's not jihad against your parents, right? It's jihad against your own evil. The true jihad starts from within, against your own evil. यानी पहले अपने अंदर जो बुरा है, you should end that. That is the jihad, not the jihad कि तुम चाकू वाकू लेके निकल पड़ो and भैया हम तो लोग मार के आएंगे तभी we can achieve what we want. It's about killing your own evil, right? What is our own evil? Our own evil is fear of every kind. यानी why we don't do something? Because we are feared. यार होगा क्या? हम कहीं फेल ना हो जाए. अगर ऐसा करेंगे तो कहीं यार फेल हो गए तो लोग क्या कहेंगे? ठीक है ना कि लेट्स से अगर मैं चाहता था मैं पेंटिंग करना स्टार्ट कर दूं, बट अगर मेरे से कुछ पेंटिंग नहीं बनी तो लोग क्या कहेंगे? पड़ोसी क्या कहेंगे? दोस्त क्या कहेंगे? सो दैट काइंड ऑफ फियर, ये जो फियर होता है ना, दैट कीप अस फ्रॉम मे बी परस्यूइंग आवर ड्रीम्स, फ्रॉम बिकमिंग द पीपल जो लीग से अलग है. सो वी हैव टू मेक अ जिहाद अगेंस्ट दिस फियर. ठीक है, इसके अगेंस्ट जिहाद करना है हमें कि अब चाकू वाकू लेके उतर पड़ो कि भैया अब मैं डरूंगा नहीं. इसका मतलब यू कैन नॉट एक्सपेक्ट समवन एल्स टू डू दैट फॉर यू. यू हैव टू डू इट बाय योरसेल्फ. यू हैव टू लेट दैट फियर आउट. मतलब अपने से फियर वो निकालना पड़ेगा तुम्हें, ताकि तुम अच्छे लॉन्ग टर्म हैप्पीनेस के लिए एम कर सकते. लॉन्ग टर्म हैप्पीनेस, व्हाट इज लॉन्ग टर्म हैप्पीनेस? राइट, लाइक व्हाट हैपेंस इज, हम लोग क्या एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि यू नो लाइक व्हेन वी से कि वेदर आई एम लविंग व्हाट आई डू, इट डजंट मीन्स कि अभी मैं जो कर रहा हूँ वो मुझे पसंद है कि नहीं. यानी ये ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर मैं तुमसे एक ऑप्शन दूं कि यार तुम्हें अगले 1 घंटे काम करना है या अगले 1 घंटे तुम्हें पेरिस में घूमने का मौका मिल रहा है, तो तुम क्या ऑप्शन लोगे? तो ऑब्वियसली यू विल से कि यार गो फॉर पेरिस, राइट? एंड एनीबडी विल से कि यार 1 घंटे के लिए मैं तो पेरिस जाना चाहूंगा. आई विल रोम अराउंड एंड आई विल एंजॉय देयर द प्लेस देयर एंड लोगों से मिलूंगा एंड ऑल, राइट? सो इट डजंट मीन दैट यू लव एवरी सेकंड व्हाट यू डू. इट मीन्स इन अ लॉन्गर गोल. जैसे तुमने सोचा था बचपन में तुम पायलट बनना चाहते हो, ठीक है, तो इन लॉन्गर गोल whether you are becoming a pilot, maybe in short term you may have to work something else है, कुछ और काम करना पड़ता है, but it's all about deciding the long term goals. So if you are aiming for happiness in long term, ठीक है, तो short term को you have to sacrifice sometimes. ठीक है, short term goal यानी let's say तुम कहते हो अभी मेरे को यार वो करना है, मेरे को अभी कुछ पार्टी करने जाना है, ठीक है, तो पार्टी इज अ वेरी शॉर्ट टर्म गोल. You know, you cannot always check whether you love working or you love partying. Understand this fact. Let's say, if I give you an option whether you want to do engineering or you want to go to Paris, okay? So you will say I'll go to Paris. But imagine the condition when you have reached Paris and you have to stay there for 1 year. क्या करोगे एक साथ? बैठे रहोगे, घूमते रहोगे. Right? Then you will start realizing that I do not want to just roam around in Paris. I want to do something. So that is very important, that you should not just, for short-term goals that I want to party right now, I should stop working towards my bigger goals. That which we have to realize first. And then the second part is, let's say now you have decided that you want to work towards your longer goal. So how you work towards your longer goal? That is very simple. You have to just practice the theory of learning. What is theory of learning is all about? Just you can see the posters, read, write, speak, right? So read, write, speak means first you have to get the information. The common problem that we all face is we do not know how to find our passion, or we do not know how to find our interest. So the first and foremost important point is that how we should find our interest. That is only possible if we explore more. We go out to places, we interact with people, or in a way we get more information. We get to know different fields that exist. That is reading. Next come is, now you have gathered all the information. Now the important point is understanding what information is relevant to me, right? So because getting information doesn't mean it will remain in your mind. The second and foremost important point is that you start doing something with that information. You write it down, and think about it, what I have gathered. You do something, you write it down, you publish it on blogs, you maybe express your views on it, right? So when you do that step, which is writing, you will understand what I've garnered, how much it is important to you, right? And then the next stage comes, the speak part. Speak means you discuss it with people, you share it with people, whatever information you got. They will give you their own views, that whether you are thinking on the right line or not, whether what you thought, what you are thinking, that it is a good profession, or ये मुझे जैसे तुमने कहा कि ये मुझे enjoyment देगा कि नहीं. So you talk to people, सही में देगा कि नहीं, and they will give you views कि यार जो तुम सोच रहे हो कितना सच है, 10% सच है, 5% सच है, 100% truth है. So you have to follow this simple cycle, right? First you need to garner the information, then write it down, process it, analyze it, and then speak it out, talk to people and discuss it with people. Okay. So as I said, you have to nurture your interest. How you nurture your interest? You need to, the problem is our brain is an entity which needs to be teased on regular intervals. Teased means उसको कुछ ना कुछ देना पड़ता है, थोड़े time बाद you need to give it something to it, so that it starts responding. अगर तुम idly बैठ जाओगे, you sit around and do not do anything, your brain will kind of go dead. I mean, it will not respond. It will just give some negative thoughts into your mind, and you won't think productively. So you need to give something to your brain constantly so that it gives you something in return which is of productive nature. So it is very important that you tease your brain on regular basis, ताकि थोड़ा generate होना शुरू हो response. Then slowly and slowly you will realize that the response will start coming, and a good response will start coming out. So now the question is, let's say हमने देखा read, write and speak. तुमने एक cycle करी, read, write and speak. So you find out that yes, this is something which I want to do, okay, or which I think I'll like to do. Now the question is, obviously, if you decide something you like to do, it is not possible until you start doing it, whether you really love to do it. So to know whether you really love to do it, the point is you start doing it. So to start doing it, what you have to do is start some work. Maybe a small work, उसी line में जो तुमने interest find out किया है कि this is I think I love to do, उसमें कुछ start करो करना, ठीक है? Start करो और उसको finish करो. तब तक मत रुको जब तक वो finish ना हो जाए. Because when you will finish it, then only you will get a sense of self-achievement. Sense of self-achievement means you will get a sense that yes, I was able to do something. मैंने कुछ सोचा, मैंने कुछ try किया, and I was able to finish it. Right? Then only you will be able to realize कि whether I really loved it. जब वो चीज finish हो जाएगी, then you will be able to realize कि यार सही में कुछ हुआ है. क्योंकि जब चीज तुम कोई complete करते हो, तो एक endorphin hormone होता है. So whenever we achieve some happiness, or sense of self-achievement, this endorphin hormone is released. So this hormone, this is kind of जैसे let's say तुमने exam में top किया, तो एक अलग सी खुशी मिलती है. So that is this endorphin hormone. So whenever you complete something, you achieve something, this hormone is released. So when this hormone is released, then you feel whether that thing was really good or not. अगर ये release हुआ, that means you really liked it. अगर नहीं हुआ, obviously there was some problem in the thing that you did, right? So it is very important that if you start something, you finish it. So an important question that many people have even asked us, students, I will say, people say that you have to love what you do, right? And do what you love. So, in a one way we are saying कि जो तुम कर रहे हो उसी से प्यार करो, and on other side we are saying कि जो तुम करना चाहते हो वो करो. You know, this seems confusing to some people. कि सर ये दोनों चीजें पैरेलली कैसे हो सकती है, right? तो ये चीजें पैरेलली कैसे हो सकती हैं? तब हो सकती है कि let's say there are two ways of getting to your goal. Let's say तुम लाइफ में एक बिजनेस एंटिटी डेवलप करना चाहते हो, ठीक है? तो एक तो तरीका होता है कि यू डिसाइड यार कि एंटिटी बिजनेस बनाने के लिए मेरे को इतना पैसा चाहिए, अब वो पैसा मैं कहाँ से लाऊं, ठीक? You do not have that capital. So what you can do is कि यार मैं वैसा करता हूँ, अभी एक जॉब ज्वाइन कर लेता हूँ और वहां से I'll save money and जब मेरे पास इतना पैसा हो जाएगा I'll quit that job and I'll start doing what I want to do. Okay, one way is this. And second way is what you do is कि तुम एक जॉब ज्वाइन करो, right? And जॉब में जो कर रहे हो उसके पैसा कमाओ and उस पैसे को simultaneously you are working towards your business also. यानी तुम दिन में काम कर रहे हो उस पे जो तुम्हें पैसा दे रहा है और रात को काम कर रहे हो उस पे जिसके थ्रू तुम अपना आगे का फ्यूचर बनाना चाहते हो. That is you want to build a business entity. Now in this case if you see you are also doing what you want to do or what you love doing, and parallelly you are doing something which you have to do just to earn money or just to get where you want to get. यानी तुम्हें जो अभी जो तुम प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो वो तुम इसलिए कर रहे हो ताकि तुम जो आगे चल के वो कर पाओ तो तुम करना चाहते हो. So then automatically a feeling will develop in you कि यार जो मैं अभी कर रहा हूँ उसको अच्छे से करता हूँ, ताकि अच्छे से करूंगा तभी मैं ज्यादा वैसे इस केस में ज्यादा पैसा कमा पाऊंगा and I'll be able to get more money and I'll be able to get better results. तभी मैं अपना जो ड्रीम है उसको परस्यू कर पाऊंगा. So you see this example shows that you are doing what you love as well as you are loving what you do, right? So the point is you should never rest. मतलब होता क्या है कि हम करना बहुत कुछ चाहते हैं लाइफ में. मैं सोचता हूँ मैं बिजनेस करूँ, बट होता क्या है कि यार मेरे दिन में लेट्स से कॉलेज से आया काम वाम करके क्लासेस अटेंड करके सोचा हुआ है मैंने सपोज करो काफी बच्चे लिखते हैं आई वांट टू बिकम एन आईएएस. कॉलेज से आया थका आ रहा हूँ तो दोस्त आ गए यार चल कहीं चलते हैं घूमने फिरने. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि तुम भी सोचते यार छोड़ यार अभी तो मतलब चलो आज तो थकान हो रही है आज नहीं करते, ठीक है? सो दिस व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज कि तुमने अपने जो लेजीनेस है यानी एक अपने अंदर एक लेजीनेस है उसको तुमने आगे फोर फ्रंट पे रख के तुमने अपने लॉन्गर गोल को छोड़ दिया. सो दैट लेजीनेस हैज मेड यू लेट्स से लूज वन डे, देन इट विल हैपन नेक्स्ट डे एज वेल. मतलब दोस्त लोग या अर्जेंट तुम्हारे मौका होता है कि बाहर जाकर कुछ कर लो, ठीक है? दैट लेजीनेस विल कम इन टू प्ले एंड दैट लेजीनेस विल मेक यू lose your dream slowly and slowly, because when you will graduate then you will realize यार मैं तो आईएएस के लिए तैयारी करनी थी 4 साल, and then you will realize अब तो टाइम नहीं, अब तो जॉब ज्वाइन करनी पड़ेगी. फिर जॉब ज्वाइन कर लो तो फिर जॉब में भी सेम साइकिल परस्यू होगी. सो एज आई सेड शॉर्ट टर्म गोल्स की जो शुरू में बात की थी हमने, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज शॉर्ट टर्म गोल क्या था तुम्हारा कि यार थोड़ा कॉलेज में आया तो एंजॉय करना चाहिए. तो तुमने क्या किया अपने आईएएस वगैरह को छोड़ो अभी एंजॉय करते हैं. लॉन्ग टर्म गोल को तुम पीछे छोड़ते गए, मे बी ड्यू टू लेजीनेस, मे बी ड्यू टू सम अदर रीजन. और हुआ फाइनली क्या निकल के आया कि तुमने अपना लॉन्ग टर्म गोल छोड़ ही दिया शॉर्ट टर्म के चक्कर. बिकॉज फिर क्या होगा जॉब में भी सेम विल परस्यू कि यार अभी जॉब कर लेते हैं फिर बाद में देखेंगे आईएएस. फिर जब शादी हो जाएगी यार अभी शादी कर लेते फिर देखेंगे आईएएस. सो ऐसी जो मैंने जॉब वाला एग्जांपल लिया था कि तुम जॉब में पैसा इकट्ठा करो फिर बिजनेस में डालो, तो उसमें भी यार टू एंश्योर कि यार तुम कहीं पे ये तो नहीं कर रहे कि लेजीनेस के कारण तुमने अपना काम नहीं किया. ठीक है, अगर तुम ऐसा करते जाओगे स्लोली तुम्हारा जो ड्रीम है वो अनरीचेबल हो जाएगा. So you have to ensure कि you always do something towards your dream. कुछ ना कुछ उसके लिए कुछ ना कुछ करते रहो. चाहे मैं ये I'm not saying कि like as I said, अगर तुम्हारा ड्रीम IAS बनना है तो you have to do यार आज 10 न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ने हैं. I'm not saying that. You just read one newspaper thinking that I'm working towards IAS. That will do. Right? So you're not sacrificing your short-term goals, right, which is doing, let's say, engineering or clearing midterm exams, and as well as you are also working towards your long-term goals, which is becoming an IAS officer. So you have to do something, produce something, so that it will keep you motivated and it will also give you a push towards your final goal, right? तभी क्या होगा? You will do your work as if you had 1,000 years to live, as if you were to die tomorrow. यानी it's about choosing कि यार तुम क्या करना चाहते हो. मतलब तुम अपना काम ऐसे करना चाहते हो कि you want to work as if you had 1,000 years to live, or you want to work as if you were to die tomorrow. यानी तुम ये मानो कि कल तुम मरने वाले हो, तो आज तुम क्या काम करना चाहोगे? तो whether you want to do that work today, or whether कि यार अभी तो जिंदगी पड़ी है, देख लेंगे अपना सपना, परस्यू कर लेंगे आराम से. So you have to decide that. मतलब don't sacrifice long-term goals for short-term goals, right? So अगर तुम, जैसे मैंने कहा, if you are not sacrificing your short-term goals or long-term goals for short-term goals, then you will be able to do what you love and love what you do. Simple. So now I'll again state the fact that be a hero, lead by example. That means stand out. I mean, as I said कि जो मैंने शुरू में example quote किए थे, example और लोगों को बता रहा था कि there were some people who took a giant leap and became different from us. So to be those people, let's say, I don't know whether you know Steve Jobs or not, Bill Gates, you must be knowing Bill Gates. So वो लोग वैसे थे जिन्होंने अपने करियर में वो किया जो वो करना चाहते थे. ठीक है, उसके लिए ऐसा नहीं है वो शुरू से वही करते आ रहे थे जो वो करना चाहते थे. Sometimes they left their jobs, sometimes they dropped out from the college. So ऐसा नहीं है कि जर्नी बहुत साफ मतलब प्लेन थी कि एक दिन उन्होंने सोचा यार आदमी को वो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट बनानी है, रखिए बन गई. So if you go through the life story of Bill Gates, you will realize कि उसने कितने up and down फेस किए थे. But you have to be sure कि यार इनको करना है. Then only you will be able to achieve what you want to do. Right? So it's your time now that you become a hero and become an example for others and start pursuing your long-term goals along with your short-term goals. Yeah, so as I said, you should not forget that journey is very long. ये नहीं है कि आज तुमने सोचा और कल तुम्हारा काम हो जाए. You have to keep this in mind. It will take 10 days, it will take years, but you have to keep working together. You don't have to get demotivated in years. Okay, it will take time, undoubtedly, but you are going to get time. I'll generally add two more things. First is there is this beautiful blog on Do What You Love and Love What You Do by Paul Graham. right? So I'll write down the link here, and then you can copy it, or you can go to our resource portal and search here. Paul, here I have. This is a link. Let me make the font a little bit. So you can go to the resource portal and then search for the link, or you can directly copy the link here. So this is a beautiful blog that describes how you can love what you do and do what you love, right? And then we will post a video on the Leap of Learning page, which also showcases yes, how you can pursue your dreams, right? And what are the ways you can be innovative and creative towards life. 29 ways to stay creative. We'll post that video on our Leap of Learning page. There you can go, right? And you will realize that yeah, what simple things you can do to improve your creativity. And before we close this webinar, I'd like to say that this is a beautiful line, and we must have read it in your pages as well. The goods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and my studio before I sleep, and my studio before I sleep. That means you have a longer journey ahead, and you have to keep yourself always promised that yes, I'll do that, I will do anything to go towards that journey, right? And if you believe in the same, then you have to just give me this promise and send yes SMS to this number that is written to you, right? And that will be my feedback, yes, that you really want to pursue your dreams and you really have that passion in you that you want to pursue your dreams, right? So it's obviously important that you find your passion and then work towards it. Okay, so signing off. Thank you, everyone.
So I would like to thank Mr. Ankush Sharma to conduct this session, and I would also like to thank all the attendees for being a good listener. So with this we conclude the webinar. We'll upload the video of this webinar so you all can, if you want to revisit some of the points, or you want to have a look at this presentation again, you can surely see the video. We will share the video on Leap of Learning Facebook page, the link of which is just shared on your chat. So thank you. Bye bye.